Welcome to another Sunday WOAY ABC4 Community Forum, where we talk to community leaders and local success stories to discuss important information that affects all of us here in Southern West Virginia. I'm your host, Brandy Lawrence, and today we're joined by another distinguished guest. President and CEO Michelle Rodolini of the Beckley-Raleigh County Chamber of Commerce joins us this morning. Thanks so much for coming back to the forum.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's always great seeing you, learning what's going on new with Beckley and the Raleigh County Chamber of Commerce and business in Beckley and Raleigh County in general. I know it's booming. We got another report from the Secretary of State's office, and Raleigh County is another one of the, I think, top 5 in the state for new business growth. So that's awesome.
It's so exciting. We continue to be in the top 5. There's just a lot of opportunity here, a lot of opportunity for niche businesses. And a lot of folks are, just giving their shot at it. A lot of entrepreneurs coming into the area.
Absolutely. And it's good to see, and shout out to those entrepreneurs as well and local businesses. So I know that the focus for today's show, we do have an upcoming event. February 28th is the Bridal and Prom show in Beckley at the Raleigh County Convention Center.
Yes, we're so excited about that. And of course, WOAY is one of our partners, as well as the Register Herald and Jean Ann's Bridal. Beckley and really the whole Fayette, Raleigh County has not had a special occasion bridal prom show in about 10 years. Mm-hmm. And so we just asked the question, why not? And because we have a lot of businesses around here that are in that space. We have a lot of florists and cake decorators and spas and venues because of the national park. That's a very popular place to get married. So we decided to try to bring it back, and we wanted to do it in February because, of course, Valentine's Day. So a lot of proposals are going to be happening this weekend, and brides can kind of get their first shot of seeing what's available, what's in the community, and of course prom goers, and all of that is exciting to think about right now because we're all tired of this winter weather. So it's exciting to look ahead to spring events and spring weddings, and so we're very excited about the show.
Absolutely. And it'll be great to get out and see all these, local vendors and these bridal vendors and prom vendors as well, offering all these wonderful options for people. Because I remember going to prom and going prom shopping, and it's mostly just, going around to different stores and things like that and trying to find that beautiful dress. But being able to go to pretty much a one-stop shop and maybe find your dream gown, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and speaking of dresses, one of the unique things about the show is we do have a fashion show. So Jean Ann's Bridal will be modeling wedding dresses as well as prom dresses. So we're very excited. And then one of the grand prizes, we have 2 grand prizes, one specifically for brides, and then one for all special occasion goers. And that's a $250 gift certificate to Jean Ann's Bridal and Prom. So we're really excited about that because, as you know, the dresses, are not, they're, I don't want to say, but, we all know, we've all spent
they're
money
pretty pricey. They can be there. But, I mean, usually you only go to prom once. You only get one senior prom. You only get one junior prom. So.
Oh, yeah. It's, important. And those pictures do live on with you forever. Believe me, I look back at some of my choices. So you want to look good for sure. But we're so excited about that. And we'll also have DJs there playing music. And we have ballroom dancer exhibitions. We also have something called double shot donkeys that will be there, and they are the cutest. This company has 2 little donkeys, and they have like the basket that goes over the saddle. And then in the saddle, you can put treats for your wedding guests. So you can have like little mini bottles of champagne, or you can have flowers, or you could do the birdseed packets, whatever it is. But the donkeys are decorated with, floral little things across their faces, and they're just so cute. So we're really excited about that. We have a lot of caterers that are going to be sampling their food and their cakes. And, just, of course, so many venues. And one of the venues, in fact, which is right here in Fayette County, the Country Road Cabins, they are giving away the grand prize for the brides, which is the 3-night stay in one of their cabins, yurts, or tree houses. And upon your arrival, you'll have a bed of roses on the bed and champagne. They have hot tubs there. So it's just really exciting. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready for something different. I'm ready to just, get out and see some things that, we can all look forward to.
Absolutely, and that'll be a sight to see as well. And I can only imagine how any brides-to-be or any, any brides-to-be specifically feel right now, being able to go to the Bridal and Prom show and pretty much find their DJ. You can find your dress, you can find everything there all in one go. And you could probably have your wedding planned by the end of the day.
Yeah, and you can check dates. That's one thing. If you think about it, if you're engaged, one of the first things you probably have to do after you've talked about where you want to hold your special day is start to call all the venues. And there are some really gorgeous venues around Southern West Virginia. And so on the 28th of February, all those venues will be there, so you can, check their calendars and find out and know if you're going to need to, have a fall wedding or maybe go into 2027, because they all book up so fast. So we're really excited. It's kind of definitely the one-stop shop.
Absolutely, absolutely. So guys, mark your calendars. If you're getting ready for your prom or you're a bride-to-be and you're maybe be overwhelmed with wedding planning, because that's a big feat. Make sure that you mark your calendars for February 28th. Go to the Bridal and Prom show at the Raleigh County Convention Center, and you might find everything that you're looking for there.
Absolutely, and the hours are 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and all the brides will have a gift waiting for them when they arrive. And we're excited. We have some things that will identify the brides. So that's going to be really fun. But it's just going to be a really great day. So we look forward to seeing everyone in the community.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for those major grand prizes, do they need to enter a drawing or?
Yeah, so we have a little passport, so kind of going on the honeymoon idea, your passport to your honeymoon. So the bride's passports will be pink, and then all other special occasion folks will be white, the passport. And so they'll fill them out when they arrive. You do not have to be present to win. So we'll draw for those at the end of the day. So 2 drawings, one for the $250 gift card and then one for the Country Road Cabins. And then every vendor is giving away giveaways. So all day long, you can register at each individual booth and win different prizes. So there's going to be tons and tons of prizes that day. Okay. So very exciting, but you don't have to be present to win. So, if you're an early bird, come when the doors open. If you don't get going till the afternoon, there's still going to be lots going on in the afternoon. And the, of course, the fashion show and the ballroom dancers will also be a highlight.
I love I love this whole idea as a whole, but I especially love the ballroom dancers as well, because that first dance, you wanted to go off without a hitch too, and then you have ballroom dancers here that maybe can help you out, or maybe perform at your wedding if that's what you would like as well, if you're willing to book them.
Yeah, I think it is kind of a thing. It's like, as the bride and groom, you want to strut your stuff and show all your family and friends, a dance, and we all kind of look forward to that, so these dancers can really make your first dance be very elegant. And they hold regular dance lessons at the Beckley Art Center and other places throughout the community. So they will also have information so folks know how to sign up for them, even if it's not for a special occasion. But, if you're the mother of the bride or the father of the bride, you might want some dance lessons also. Absolutely,
absolutely. So that's definitely something else to look into. So these are a lot of businesses that were going to be involved in the Bridal and Prom show. Was it pretty, easy to get people from the community, these local businesses, to come out and be like, hey, we want to be a part of this?
Yeah, absolutely. So first, just about the sponsors. A lot of times people ask in the community, well, why can't Beckley have this? Or why can't, the New River Gorge region, why don't we do this? And a lot of times it's just capacity. We all try to do as much as we can. So that's one really great thing that I just want to point out. By collaborating, the Chamber of Commerce with the Register Herald, with WOAY, and with Jean Ann's, it made it really fun and no pressure to put the show on. So, we were able to just get it in early on the calendar without feeling like, oh no, another event that we, have to plan. So just a shout out to the partners on this, because it makes it, I think we all feel it's just a lot easier. And then the businesses were so excited that we were providing a way for them to get their information out, because any small business what you want to do, number one, is create traffic into your business because you are in business to make money. Nobody signed up to have a business to lose money. So they look to folks like us, to folks that sell advertising or to the chambers that promote them to really help them do that. And so this gives them a venue for that. And like I said, because of the national park, we have a lot of businesses in this space in our area. The spas, the photographers. We have photo booths, makeup artists, hair salons, formal wear. So many venues. The list goes on and on. So we're really excited to provide something in that space for them.
Absolutely. And having everybody all there together, I think that'll also help people find the best fit for them, the best vendor for them, because they're not all made equal. Not every hairstylist and not every DJ and not every venue is going to accommodate your needs. Well, they're not going to accommodate what it is that you want specifically. So it's an opportunity for everybody to go look around and have your perfect wedding or your perfect prom.
Right. And to find the ones that do on-site hair and makeup is difficult. So we can all drive around and see 50 salons, but which ones will actually come out of their salon to your venue and do hair for 6 or 7 people? And so the ones that have decided that's going to be their niche will be at this show saying, this is how we do it. This is this time that needs to be spaced in between each of your bridesmaids. This is the type of hairstyles that we can do. Again, just to my point earlier, it's going to save a lot of time for the brides in their planning stages.
Absolutely, absolutely. So once again, guys, mark your calendars for Saturday, February 28th at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center, 10:30 a.m. to 4. Make sure you get out to the Bridal and Prom show. If you're a bride-to-be or if you're planning for your prom this year, you can't miss this. I feel like this is the event of the year for you guys.
Absolutely. And it's free to get in. We didn't even talk about that. There's no charge to get in. So we just want everyone to come out, and sisters and best friends and moms and aunties and grandmothers, anyone that's going to be involved helping you with your special day. Come out and just walk around. Very casual.
Absolutely, and good to know. You bring your whole bridal party, bring your whole family. Come look around and let them all be a part of your special day and your planning. So thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you guys for joining us for the first half of Community Forum. We'll be right back talking more about the upcoming Bridal and Prom show and more about the Chamber of Commerce. Welcome back to Sunday WOAY ABC4 Community Forum. I'm your host, Brandy Lawrence, and we are still here speaking with the President and CEO of the Beckley-Raleigh County Chamber of Commerce, Michelle Rodolini, about the upcoming Bridal and Prom show on February 28th at the Raleigh County Convention Center that starts at 10:30 a.m. and ends at 4. So we talked a lot about what will be taking place, what people can expect there and things, but we were talking in the break, and there are still some vendor opportunities for anybody that wants to get involved.
Yes, absolutely. We were able to add some space to the area, and so we have some more vendor space. And we also have a magazine. So the Register Herald, very similar to the West Virginia South magazine, they put out an annual wedding magazine. And this is something that the bride and all of her circle of friends and family would want to keep at their fingertips for the whole year, so that they can reference back and say, oh yes, that's the venue we talked to. This is the contact information for the donkeys. This is the cake that we liked, and they'll be able to have that information to make some notes in. So there's also advertising opportunities in that magazine, and it's a 4-color glossy piece, so it will be really nice. So we're excited about that too. So if someone's interested, they can call the Chamber of Commerce or the Register Herald. Either partner can take care of making sure they get in the show.
Awesome. So if anybody out there, if you feel that you can offer your expertise or your services, please make sure that you get in touch with the the Chamber of Commerce and get involved. Because I mean, this is going to be a big show. It looks like already. So I mean, even more, I'm sure the more the merrier.
Yes. And so far the forecast looks good, but maybe the snow's behind us. So
I really hope so. Because I mean, this is a great opportunity for, young brides and also, young people that are getting ready for their prom to, get out and get the things that they need when they need them. So
yeah.
Awesome.
And at the fashion show, somebody else tries on the clothes for you. So
yes.
You don't have to do that. And then you can just head over to Jean Ann's after and say, I like the one that was, shown at the fashion show today. So.
And I think it's different when you see something on a rack versus on a person, when you see it being modeled. So I think that'll definitely be helpful. I mean, Jean Ann's is already great, but I mean, I think that would be even more helpful for Jean Ann's in their business and, getting these beautiful brides and these beautiful girls in their gowns.
Yes, very exciting.
Awesome. So we were talking a bit, since you are the president and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, we talk about the importance of local business, especially in regards to downtown and our designation as the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve. How is that working together?
Yeah, so of course we are starting to see a lot more visitors to our area. We have been for several years now because of the national park. And we've seen a lot of growth in our downtowns, especially, of course, Fayetteville and Oak Hill. But now we see some action in Mount Hope and Beckley. A couple of little downtowns who have maybe been sleeping a little bit are starting to wake up. And so we're really excited. Of course, you always have your core businesses in your downtowns. You'll always have your banks and your attorneys and your CPAs. But what folks in the community really want is the opportunity to go somewhere and park and walk around and visit very unique, small, local businesses. We all love our big box stores. I'm probably TJ Maxx's biggest fan, but I also love that small boutique experience. And when we travel, that's what families look for. They like to just go and have ice cream somewhere or pop into a little boutique. And so we've really been trying to do that in downtown Beckley. And we've activated our downtown even further. We do have our theater, which is so wonderful, our Raleigh Playhouse, and we have some different businesses. But over the past year and a half, we've added, of course, the Uptown Dish, and then Tiffany's on Main is a boutique. And then Activated Body, which is a Pilates studio here in Oak Hill, is now also in downtown Beckley. So that's very exciting. And then sort of our anchor that we tested out over Christmas time and now has come to full fruition is Beckley's Downtown Market. And this idea was brought to the Chamber of Commerce a couple of years ago. There was an entrepreneur that really wanted to have a capital market type experience here in Beckley. That farmer's market feel, but in addition to farmer's market, some other retail items like pottery and handmade jewelry. And so she had given her shot at another idea somewhere else. It didn't quite work out, and this opportunity came along, and so she is in the space on the corner of Main Street and South Canal Street in downtown Beckley. It's called Beckley's Downtown Market, and it's just like a little, mini farmer's market. You can get handmade soaps, grass-fed beef, chickens, farm fresh eggs, sourdough bread, jams and jellies, and it's given local entrepreneurs an opportunity to all come together in one space. So just an example, one of the local favorites is Homemade Homegrown, and they're located on Stanford Road, and a lot of people put that in their errand day to head over there and get their pickles or their jams or their breads, but now they're in the downtown market, and so you can go there and you can get what you love from Homemade Homegrown. You can also get what you love from Oakvale Farms or what you love from Lavender Hill Roost. All those local growers are all in the same space, and then it's kind of peppered in some pottery and candles and handmade jewelry, and we also have a seamstress in the market. So there's a lot of different reasons to go there, and that's really helping to create the foot traffic. And again, what I said earlier, why do people go into business? Not to lose money, not to do a lot of work for nothing. They want to make money, and so we're hoping that this gives our downtown some opportunity for that foot traffic. And then when people visit the New River Gorge, they can look at the different towns that are part of the New River Gorge, whether it's Fayetteville or Mount Hope, Oak Hill, Beckley, and each will have their own little unique flavor. And so it starts to take those travelers and spread them out among our region so that we all benefit and no area gets really overcrowded, and it becomes what sets our national park apart from others. Of course, we have the beautiful climbing and the river and the bridge and those sorts of things, but there's another part of that experience when you travel that we want to help create. So we're very excited about that.
Absolutely, and it's great things happening in all the downtowns, but downtown Beckley is really trying to revitalize and really reboom, especially with the downtown market and some of the other things that we've seen up there. So hopefully, this is just a wave that will continue throughout the entire southern West Virginia. And, southern West Virginia is a wonderful place. And I think that the tourism, the people that are coming here from other places, our downtown is really going to showcase that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have a business idea, of course, Becky at the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce or myself, we can help you. But then we also have our economic development arm, which is our New River Gorge Regional Development Authority. And they have the Hive, and the Hive is a resource for new businesses. And they can help to find capital, they can help with business plans, they can help with technical assistance, things like studies. So sometimes we all, we have great ideas, and it's kind of like Shark Tank. You've got this great idea, it becomes your passion, but is it really going to fly? And the Hive can kind of walk you through those processes and really look at things, financially from a point of demand and population. Do we have enough people to support that idea? And they can really get businesses to the next level. So working with all of us together, the Chambers of Commerce and our Economic Development Authority and our municipalities and counties, I think we've really seen everybody getting on the same page and wanting this for our area because, I'm sure your parents and parents like me, we're so glad that our children are deciding to stay here and use their talent in our area. And this is how we help them to do that.
Absolutely, and that support is very important, especially if you want to start your own business, because, just thinking about starting a business is scary. Honestly, just going out on your own, and like you said, you want to make sure that it is successful. Nobody goes into business to lose money. Nobody goes into business to do a bunch of work that isn't going to result in anything. So to have that kind of support and from people that have already done it, it's invaluable, honestly. So shout out to all of you guys and what you're doing to support local business and entrepreneurship within our region.
Yeah, no, it's exciting times. It's a good time to be a West Virginian.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the older you get, honestly, I think living in West Virginia, the more you start to realize that it's always wonderful to be a West Virginian. And people that come here from other places, they see that. say that we have a lot of grit and that people work really hard here. So downtown absolutely shows that. Everything that the chamber is doing and everything that's going on with the Hive and the NRG RDA, it shows that we have grit and we work hard. So make sure you guys get in touch with the chamber if you are interested in being a vendor at the Bridal and Prom show, or if you are interested in starting up your own business, get in touch with the West Virginia Hive. They do have a lot of different resources to help, and maybe the chamber will be at your business opening up your ribbon cutting next time, because I know you guys, you stay busy mostly with that. It seems like there are new businesses booming like all the time around here, and it's so necessary.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of opportunity. There's just, and when you travel, you see that. You see all these businesses that people have created, and you say, we should have that. And then somebody comes along and says, I'm going to do that, and we cut a ribbon, and it's just always so excited to celebrate that.
Absolutely. And more local business, the more West Virginians that are, working to help each other out, the better it is, and the more unique selling points that we can provide to the people that come here for our national parks. They may come from the national parks, but they're going to stay for the people and the business and the unique things that they can get from us. So that'll be really awesome to see.
Yeah, and I think people love giving those kinds of gifts as well, the unique things that we offer. When you purchase things that are handmade in the area, it's very rewarding to give that to someone, especially that doesn't live around here, and you can say, well, we actually have a lavender farm, right here in Pax, where we have Oakville Farm where they're making soaps and they're raising cattle, and it's good to tell that story because, of course, storytelling is what creates that fabric of who you are as a community.
Absolutely. We have a lot of stories to tell here in West Virginia, and, especially Southern West Virginia. I feel that we have a very unique culture within itself. But 2 minutes. But before we go, we're going to plug that contact information one more time so you can get in touch with the chamber. If you're interested in being a vendor at the Bridal and Prom show on Saturday, February 28th, make sure that you get in touch with them. Or if you're interested in advertising as well, make sure that you get in touch as well. And once again, Bridal and Prom show, Saturday, February 28th at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. Make sure it is free. Yes. So know that it is free. Make sure you bring your family, your friends, anybody that will be helping you plan your wedding or your prom. So thank you so much, Michelle. It's always great talking to you. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Sunday Community Forum. Make sure that you tune in next week where we speak to more local success stories and community leaders about important information that affects all of us here in Southern West Virginia. Until then, have a happy Sunday and a great week.